worked as a cop for almost 12 years. I've seen a lot of bizarre things, but none quite like a call I responded to back in 2017. It was September. We got a call around 11 p.m. An older woman said she heard someone walking in her attic, a cabin about 15 minutes outside of town, near the woods. My partner, Jackson, and I were the first ones to arrive. The lady answered the door, shaking. She looked to be in her early 50s. Said she lived alone ever since her husband passed, and that she'd been hearing footsteps all week. What got my attention was when she said, "I don't think it's an animal. They walk too slow." We climbed up to the attic with flashlights, one of those pulled-down wooden ladders from the ceiling. The place was too clean, like no one had been up there in months. Dust, old boxes, nothing out of place. But when we started to head back down, she was standing at the bottom of the ladder, just staring up at us, this weird expression on her face. And then she asked, "Did he say anything to you?" I looked over at Jackson immediately. "Who, ma'am?" "The man who stays up there. He talks to me sometimes." I thought maybe she was having some kind of breakdown. I asked her to sit down and called for an ambulance, just to be safe, while we waited. I took a walk around the backyard. That's when I saw something that still bothers me to the day. A trail of footprints, barefoot, in the mud, starting from the middle of the yard and leading straight to her bedroom window. The ground was dry, except for that one patch, like someone had come out of the forest wet and walked directly to the window. But there were no prints going back, only one direction, from the woods to the house. I stared at it for a while, felt this cold knot in my stomach. I went back inside and climbed into the attic again, this time checking everything behind one of the boxes up against the wooden wall. I found something we hadn't noticed before. It looked like a blanket, dirty. Next to it was a half-full water bottle and a plastic plate with old food, scraps. Someone had been living up there. We came down fast and searched the entire house, but there was no one, no signs of anyone else. Other than that weird little camp in the attic. The woman swore she'd seen him in the mirror sometimes, that he whispered her husband's name. And then she said something that made my skin crawl. He told me he was going to take me tonight. God, that night ended with her being taken in for observation. But 3 days later, she was found dead, out in the woods, roughly 4 miles from the house, lying in a clearing, barefoot mud all over her feet. And no one could explain how she got there. She didn't own a car. No one saw anything. And the only clue was a pair of footprints next to him. The body. One set matched hers. The other was bigger and led deeper into the forest.